I'm just going to press one key, right? And we're going to listen to this. Song starter. Inspiring ideas to use in your productions. In a world full of plugins that claim to do something that no other plugins can, every once in a while a plugin comes along that does something so unique and different, it's almost too good to be true. Imagine for a moment a piece of software for your studio that was like a Swiss Army knife. One that not only enhances your creativity and productive workflow, but one that will make every product that you own better than it is by itself. Well, my friends, that product exists and it's called Unify, made by the good folks at PluginGuru who are so passionate about their product, it's undeniably refreshing to see in an already saturated plugin market. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at Unify and one of the brand new libraries for Unify called Ambient Dreams from Modern Cinema, so you can see why Unify is an absolute game changer of a plugin and how it's quite possible that it will change the way you make music forever. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Chris from Signs of Life, and in today's video, we are going to take a look at Unify from PluginGuru. We're also going to take a look at the brand new library, Ambient Dreams from Modern Cinema, and I'm super excited to showcase it here on the channel here today. Now, you guys know me. I don't just throw around compliments everywhere, and I only use software here on the channel that I think you guys are really going to benefit from, so I'm happy to report that once I got to sink my teeth into both Unify and Ambient Dreams, I was thoroughly impressed. So before we start, I want to thank the good folks over at PluginGuru for sponsoring this video. And if you happen to be catching this video in the month of June, PluginGuru is offering all of my viewers a 15% off discount code off anything on their site. This is an amazing offer, so be sure to click on the link down below in the description to load up on Unify or any of the amazing libraries that PluginGuru has to offer. And if you happen to catch this video after the offer is expired, no worries. PluginGuru always runs sales on their site, so I'm sure that you'll find something that you're looking for. One more thing before we get going, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to this channel with the bell notification on so you can keep up to date with all the latest in the Signs of Life universe. That being said, let's get into it. Unify and Ambient Dreams. Enjoy. What's up, guys? Chris here from Signs of Life. Back again with another ambient video. And in today's video, we are going to talk all about Unify, this amazing plugin from PluginGuru. And while we do that, I'm going to be highlighting a brand new library for Unify called Ambient Dreams from Modern Cinema. This library is nearly 11 gigabytes in size, and to be quite honest, it's blown me away in terms of the quality and the usability, and I can't wait to show it to you guys here today. So my first impressions of Unify were really good, and now that I fully understand what Unify is capable of, I have to be honest, my mind is filled with the endless amounts of possibilities that Unify presents you, and I really can't wait to use it in my own ambient production. So in front of us, we have a sort of a short demo that I put together using Ambient Dreams and Unify. So we're going to listen to that demo, and then on the other side, we're going to talk all about Unify and Ambient Dreams. Here we go. could hear, Ambient Dreams sounds really good. There's an insane amount of samples and MIDI files and programming that went into it. It's one of, if not the most impressive libraries I've ever seen. So that being said, let's talk about Unify, the plugin that runs Ambient Dreams, so you guys can start to understand what Unify is, why it's so amazing, and what it can do for you. So as I described in the intro, Unify is like a Swiss Army knife plugin that will make every product that you own better than it is by itself. Unify is a hybrid. It's an instrument host, but it's also an instrument itself, meaning that you can host all of its internal instruments or any plugin that you currently have on your system at the same time. Unify comes with over 640 patches, and that includes 40 of its included instrument and effects plugins. There's tons of instruments in there. There's MIDI effects. It's wild. So let's take a look at Unify. And then what we're going to do is show you guys all around Ambient Dreams. So let's load up a fresh instance of Unify. Now, when you first load up Unify, not only can you start playing with these 640 patches that it has available, but you can also load up any VST, VST3, or audio unit right inside of Unify. Now, why would you want to do this? Well, it really makes it easy to have access to all of your plugins inside of Unify. You can start mixing and matching those plugins. You can explore different routings with different effects right inside of one plugin inside of your DAW or the standalone. Now, not only that, but PluginGuru has taken this concept one step further, and they've created unified versions of plugins that you already own. What is a unified plugin? Well, PluginGuru has made these patch database files for over 80 of the most popular VST plugins on the market, and you can load those up right inside of Unify. Now, those patch database files are free right on the PluginGuru site. So you grab any plugin that you have and you grab the patch database file and you just throw it inside of Unify, and it'll quickly load up all of those factory presets right inside of the plugin. Now, why would you want to do this? First of all, it's really amazing to have access to all of the factory libraries. I mean, it's really cool. So I could say, let's just load up something from, I don't know, Dune 3.5, right? I love Dune, right? So I'm just going to load up maybe one of these pads right here. So now I have, that's just Dune 3 running right inside of Unify. You can see that. Now, this is really cool because it gives me access to the plugin. It's running its own CPU thread, right? But say I wanted to take this one step further and I go, all right, let's just come down here to the bottom. Instead of normal, I'm going to put it on Unify layer. Now, the next preset that I select is going to be loaded into a unified layer. So let's select Lofty Pad. So listen to this. Now I have the first Heaven Bells loaded up next to Lofty Pad. Oh, snap. Now you have those two running like completely side by side. Not only that, but it's created a separate CPU thread on my CPU, so it keeps the load down and I can load as many plugins as I want. So let's go ahead here and add another pad. Let's go Exodus Calling. So now we're loading Exodus Calling with the first two. Oh, this is getting crazy. That's a nice, beautiful pad, right? Really inspiring. Ambient Breeze. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. That's just with one plugin, right? If I selected another plugin in my unified list, I could add that right on top of this. But let's stick with Dune 3.5 right now, okay? Let's stick with this, and we'll load up one of those BPM ARPs over here. So like, let's say Endless Sun. Now, that's cool, right? But here's the thing. PluginGuru has made it super easy to split these, so you can start layer splitting all of these patches. What do I mean by that? I could have, say, that sequence playing on the lower end of the keyboard and all those pads playing up here and anything else that I want in between. All you have to do is come over here to the left-hand side and just start moving these little key split areas. You can right-click and you can move them around. You can do all kinds of stuff. And I say, all right, from C-2 to G#3, or maybe say we'll go to G1, or how about just C2, right? These patches are only going to play from that key range, right? And everything else, I can say, all right, let's just play everything else is going to be that key forward. So now I'm pushing all of these forward. You can do this by key or velocity, right? And now when I play on the lower end, as you can see, ambient breeze and that sequence is playing. When I play up here, you see that? I mean, that is amazing, right? The fact that you have all this power right at your fingertips to just key split things, layer split things. You could do it by velocity, like I said. You have full macro control. You have auxiliary effects down here. So we can say, all right, let's add some of these delays to this one. I mean, you could load up all of your plugins over here. It comes with over 40 plugins right inside of Unify. It really is phenomenal. So a couple more things that I want to point out about Unify before we move on to Ambient Dreams is it's got full macro control here. So as you can see, you can assign any macro to any parameter inside of Unify. They've added this new Guru ear feature, which allows it to listen for different assignments, which is really cool. There's tons of macro control. Again, you can do this by CC or just by actually turning the knobs. So that's really nice to see. And the other cool feature that I like, it's got MIDI latch. What is MIDI latch? Well, if you come over here to the MIDI assignments, you can select mono or poly latch. I'm going to select mono latch and turn on the latch button. Now I'm going to come down here and make sure that it's on MIDI latch, right? So if I click on this and I move my little key range to exactly where I set this, if I go ahead and play a note down here, check this out. Hands off, right? So it is now sustaining that note for as long as I have that held down. I can come up here and start playing. It is amazing. I really don't know many plugins that can actually do things like this. So between all of that, between the layer splitting and the unified plugins and the latching and the macro control and the ability that you have to save all of these patches, you can just save all these patches. I could save this right as it is, call it up at will. I mean, it is like a treasure trove for all the existing plugins that you have in your system, including the plugins that it comes included with. This is really a fantastic package, and I highly recommend. I mean, at $79, this is always on sale at $79. I highly recommend that you check out Unify and see what it can do for you, all right? So next, let's check out Ambient Dreams. All right, so let's talk about Ambient Dreams. Ambient Dreams is a 230 patch, 3,000 plus sample library created by Bob Dennis. That's right. 3,000 plus samples that comes with this library. It's nearly 11 gigabytes, all right? So as you can see over here on the right, here are all of the 230 patches. Now we're greeted with bass patches and ARPs and sequences here, drones. We've got motion patches, which we're gonna talk about later. We've got scenes and sound effects and pads here. I mean, this thing comes stacked, right? So let's go ahead and just select one of these BPM sequence patches. The first one we're gonna select is Azure State. I bet you guys can figure out where that name came from, right? I'm just gonna press one key, right? And we're gonna listen to this. Song starter. Inspiring ideas to use in your productions. You can see that this is over 10 layers, right? If I click on this Guru sampler here, I'm in the Modern Cinema Ambient Dreams folder, in the ambient samples. Look at this. When I click on this, look at this. This is all the samples that comes included with Ambient Dreams. You can mix and match these things. I mean, this is a phenomenal library, right? So listen to this. It's so good. The way it evolves, and it kicks in over here. I love this part. All out, right? So as I might have mentioned in the main video, but MIDI box inside that comes with Unify has the ability to not only play MIDI files, but you can also play MIDI files polyphonically. So as you can see, it says play only, key transpose, or polytranspose, meaning you can play MIDI files all over the keyboard and it's still going to be in key. I don't know many plugins that can actually do that. So that's really amazing to see. This is pretty phenomenal. Let's keep going. And we're gonna select some of these other patches. Let's select one of these motion patches. Let's select motion flow beginnings, all right? So this patch is just subtle, right? That's the beginning of it. Really gorgeous stuff, right? We got all these different ambient samples. You could select, mix and match. You could add your own effects plugins here. As you can see, we have the Chow Matrix, which is this crazy delay that comes with Unify. And as you can see, when I up the intensity here, the Northern Lights come in and the delay starts switching, the delay times. Look at that, it pans it left and right. I love that. Again, inside of Unify, right? That's stock. I love it. Oh, it's so good. Oh, that's so good. Let's load up Eager here. This is another motion flow patch. Oh, that's gorgeous. Ooh, so the detail there. And like I said, if you come down here to the bottom and instead of normal, just load up Unify layer. Now look, now we have them both together. Oh my gosh. Pan them left and right. We can do all kinds of stuff. Let's add purpose onto here. Now we're running 3 instances of these motion flow patches. Wow. Right? So like I showed in the beginning of the video, we could put another layer here. We could add one of these BPM ARPs. We could put it onto, say, mono latch, turn on the latch button. Maybe put this down here at the bottom. We can come down here and say, all right, MIDI latch, and just hold down a key. Let go and just let our minds wander. And that right there, my friends, is the beauty of Ambient Dreams and Unify. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you want to pick up Ambient Dreams, Unify, or any of the other libraries that PluginGuru offers, you can do so right now for 15% off. I've got a discount code in the description of this video for a limited time. It is like the best deal around when you consider the price of Unify and then the low price of all of these different libraries and the fact that you can run your own plugins inside of Unify. I don't know any other plugin package like this on earth. I want to thank PluginGuru. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video and making me aware of this wonderful plugin. I cannot wait to use this in my own ambient production in the future, and I'm really excited that you guys get to try it out now too. So go out there, pick up Ambient Dreams, pick up Unify, go crazy, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you guys are already using Unify, if you've never heard of Unify, and maybe what your opinions are. Let me know in the comments down below. I'll be back with more ambient tutorials very soon. Thank you again for watching, and as always, keep your heads in the clouds and your feet planted firmly on the ground. My name is Chris from Signs of Life.